Hello, dear friends. Welcome to Kardec Radio, where we are here to nourish our souls. I am Norah, the host of this program, Thoughts by Joanna. This amazing book, and it is absolutely beautiful. Today's lesson is absolutely powerful. And let us remind ourselves that this book is in this first part, it's all about love and us experiencing and studying love in different ways, multiple ways. And sometimes the pictures also help us to visualize love as we are studying together. And today's message is so on spot to remind us that love is beyond, to infinity and beyond. The message says love's dimension is infinite. The more it expands, the more room there is for growth. So, what is infinity? What do we mean by this, right? And just for us to conceptualize this with what we can understand in our language, to have an idea of how even science is helping us to understand a little bit, not to be able to intake it, but to have a concept. I don't know if it makes sense, but NASA has done studies like trying to measure the age and size of the universe, for example, right? And we notice, dear friends, in this table that there's a huge difference into what we have understood from 1919 all the way down to 2006, right? Where 2006, the size of the universe that we can conceptualize is 94 billion light years. It's beyond, right? So we can imagine that's not even infinity. That is a number that we're trying to understand. And infinity is beyond, right? Now let's go completely the opposite. Now we're trying to see, whoa, the universe is huge, but what about this way? And at first, right, they thought that it was protons. Atom was the smallest particle, and nope, they actually have a smaller quantity, which are quarks, and they're doing studies to see if there's something even smaller. And so reading on the articles of this, which is another amazing article with the physics, right? We start to see that maybe things when it comes to infinity are very difficult really to measure, right? For math lovers, we think about pi, right? We have this huge number, but it doesn't really end. And this is a beautiful sentence, right, that was also published in Princeton's press, and it says, pi is magic. It is a number that is infinite, universal, transcendental, and irrational. It appears everywhere, and my mathematician friends tell me that pi is as close to religion as you can get in math. Pi is a perplexing, elegant representation of something vast and profound. That was such a philosophical way for us to even understand and conceptualize the beauty of something that is infinite and that is endless, right? That sometimes even trying to understand it, removes that element of pi in a sense. So now let us think about love, because Joanna says love is infinite, right? It's in this vast concept. And so when we try to understand, we now have some form of language idea, right, friends, that love is pretty much everywhere, and it is up to us, right? So now Spiritism comes and tells us, okay, now we're going to work those morals. Now we're going to really try our best to do this, right? And even before Allan Kardec, Jesus was the motto of this in the Bible. And we know the typical verse in the Bible, 1 Corinthians, verse 13, 4 through 8, where it reminds us, that love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. So now we have guidelines, we have parameters, we have patterns, we have a role model, we have definitions. It's like we are equipped with this idea of what direction do we take love in. So, even though Joanna is saying love is infinite, right? Our part is not to try to understand what infinity is, because everything in its time, but to really work that love and work those morals and start to define that in our lives, because everybody has a different way to conceptualize it, to live it. And that's the diversity and the beauty and full inclusion of life and spiritism, friends. And in the gospel according to spiritism, I apologize, I didn't put it here, but in the gospels, in chapter 11, I believe, we start to get instructions from the spirits about the law of love. And now we start to see this idea that Joanna is saying, well, love expands, love's dimension is infinite. And they remind us here about almost like this idea of evolution, right? I've already stated that in mankind's beginning, he had nothing but instincts. Therefore, those in whom instincts predominate are still near the starting point. In order to advance toward this goal, each one must conquer their instincts to the benefit of their sentiments. What can we put there? Fill in the blank. We were in the class, although, friends, tomorrow is the last day of school, so I'm already on summer mode, but if we were starting the lesson, it's reincarnation. Yes, it's a reincarnation. Reincarnation is that beautiful charity, beautiful mercy and love by God is helping us to move this, right? And it's beautiful. And that same letter continues saying, no matter what is done, they, right, like the darker forces, will not succeed in suffocating the living seed which God deposits within every heart of the moment of creation. This seed will develop and grow together with morality and intelligence, although frequently repressed by selfishness. It will become the origin of saintly virtues, which produce sincere and lasting affections, which in turn will help in crossing, right, the rugged and arid pathways of human existence. So now we are invited as well to understand that love is not just for the self, right, but it is an invitation for us to remind ourselves that it is about human existence. It's about us being together, and that seed that God plants, nothing can take that. And that seed, in Joanna's terms, and in this idea today, is infinite, beyond our understanding, and that's okay too, because it's really interesting as we're talking about love in this science way, right? And there's many research, and we have taken this in different ways, but at the end of the day, dear friends, and you might maybe feel something different, but when we talk about love, there's still this profound feeling that it's coming from within. So, right, so we're still in that process of evolution. We're working on it, and it's okay to not understand what exactly is infinity, what is the number, but to trust the process, be grateful for reincarnation, keep moving forward, and no matter what, that seed of God is there. So to end, God is love, because God is everything, God is all. And since we're talking about it, right, God is all. What a beautiful lesson. Friends, thank you so much for this. I hope everyone is staying safe and doing well. And thank you so much. And we thank the mentors and the spirits. And may we continue this week. Our job is to remind ourselves that God is love and planting those seeds of kindness and compassion that we don't know to infinity and beyond where it will take. All right, dear friends, don't forget to tune into other programs here at Kardec Radio, where we're always nourishing our souls. And God willing, see you next week, same place, same time. Bye.